today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears taking on Jacoby Brissett and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. Oh, my touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And fights through one man. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. But no reason for that from any wide receiver.
Oftentimes, you don't even hear the snap count, right? You just look inside, make sure the ball moves, then you take off. How he didn't do that is beyond me.
Brissett sets to throw it. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 53 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball
and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding it for a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Here's Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Brissett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Brissett. A quick pass here to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Eric Kendricks able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
To try again after the sack. Brissett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Brissett under pressure, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's showing off that arm, showing it off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett completes it right side to Britt. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Brissett. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, it's Brissett. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 46. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. First down throw for Brissett. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are on the board here. Final seconds of the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Sliding out of the pocket.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. final shot before the break. Fields, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come up, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Watch the curve.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. A beautiful. Taking it right down Broadway. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tony Pollard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A huge play there for Chicago.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You must be.
Now Brissett. Caught here left side by Brent. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. But we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Fields throw caught here by Metcalf.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Pollard again. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A nice little juke, and he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Fields going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Fields. They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. To throw again on second down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Fields throwing again. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd down and 8.
It's just me and you.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air again, Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Brissett.
That's caught by Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now Brissett. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Brissett.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Brissett's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9.
Brissett sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Play fake, Brissett. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Brissett again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about that?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right.
He'll find Metcalf.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
On first down, it's Fields.
This will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column.